Hello, my name is Elizabeth Weebly. I'll be in my third year studying education at Concordia University, Nebraska. My major is secondary education with an ELA endorsement and a minor in history. Today we're going to be going through my Weebly website that I made for my instructional technology class. So to start off, we have my About Me page, and that'll hopefully give you a little insight into what I'm about and who I am. So I already told you where I go to school, obviously Concordia University, Nebraska, what my majors are. I also have my LTD, and that's a big part of my plan and my goals is to teach in Lutheran schools and Lutheran high schools. So my full name is Elizabeth, but everyone calls me Elise, so feel free to call me Elise. My family, Kurt and Margaret, they're my parents. They both team teach preschool at a Lutheran school in Wisconsin, which is where I'm from. And my brother is a DCE, but he does have his secondary theology degree as well as his DCE degree. So my passions are literature and history, which makes sense. That's why I want to teach them. But it all started in second grade um, with my English teacher in second grade. So I am from Waukesha, Wisconsin. That's my hometown. I love it there, but I am really excited about being in new places and I want to teach in all different states across the country. So, like I mentioned earlier with my LTD, I value Lutheran education greatly. I think it's the best place for our kids to be in school. So, that is a big passion of mine that I really want to include in my teaching. I think the teaching of the Bible doesn't stop just in religion class. I think it should be present in every class. So, even though I'm not going to be teaching religion, I think the Bible has a place in every single class that you can teach. So my goal is to better equip students to have their faith, especially in high school, to defend their faith, to graduate with their faith, and just grow their faith. So that is something that I am really passionate about. So now I obviously go to Concordia University, Nebraska, where I'm learning how to be a great teacher in classes just like this one. So next, we're going to look at my reflections. These we wrote every week, so you'll see my latest one right up here. I really liked this feature because I could tweet it, if you'll see it at the bottom. I could tweet it onto my Twitter page that I was creating for my personal learning network. And if people are viewing, they can also comment on my blog post. So that was really helpful. If anybody had any feedback, anybody that's going to be looking at this can comment their feedback for me. So next we'll look at first year goals. And I have two main goals on this page. The first one is to make technology be an automatic response and resource for my kids. So that goes with technology integration, to just have kids turn to technology for answers without really even thinking about it. It's just so ingrained in what they're doing that is their first response. And then the second goal is to allow my students to use the resources they have and that they've learned about from that first step and to create something with that. So in literature class, we're all about asking why, and why does the author use this literary device? Why is it here? What does it mean? And how we can go further. So I kind of want to channel that into my teaching with technology. To get kids asking why with my first goal. I want them to turn to technology, and then I want them to use the knowledge that they have from that technology to create something new. So basically, the end goal is always creation, and I want them to have the freedom to be as creative as possible as they can. So I just have some things from the innovator's mindset here. A lot of the qualities I've mentioned before, they'll have resilience, they'll be networked, it'll help with their problem solving and their critical thinking, and it'll also give them a choice and an opportunity to have a voice, especially with the creative aspect, because it'll give them the opportunity to really express themselves and show me what they've actually learned through their choice of how they want to create and what technology they want to use to create. So then I just have some listed here with their links. So next we're going to look in my ePortfolio a little bit. The first thing I'll just briefly show you is my personal learning network. So like I said, I used Twitter to achieve this. Here's just a little screenshot of my Twitter page that you're able to click on. It'll take you there. I was also in the Lutheran Ed Facebook community group, which was very helpful and very interesting, just kind of seeing into the actual lives of teachers and what they ask about and what they post about. Then I interviewed my dad. He uses Facebook for Beautiful Savior Lutheran School, the school that they teach at. Um, Next, we'll look at my philosophy of education. So this is really going into how and what I think technology integration should look like in the classroom. And basically, I want to provide my classroom with a foundation of technology integration. So this will be the simple tasks, like in writing classes, it'll be using dictionary websites to look up definitions on thesaurus.com, and then using Grammarly to help check writing, and just simply just typing their essays on computers. That will be the first step. Then after that, I want to go into that next step of asking why. Why was this included? What does this mean for the overall piece? All that stuff. So like I said before, I want them to then turn to those resources, those researching resources that they have to answer those questions. And then finally, the accumulation of all these goals will be them creating. So obviously the top of the pyramid of Bloom's taxonomy is creation. So that is, like I mentioned before, I'm really big about the creation. I just want my students to use the knowledge that they have to create something of their own. And then finally, the last thing that I really have is my digital toolbox. So this has everything that I could need, not everything, but a lot, a lot that I could ever need, of different examples of presentation schools, storytelling, all that stuff. So thank you for looking at my website, and have a great day.